Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome to the Blood Brothers podcast. I just decided to change the name on a whim right now.
It. Cool.
So, I mean, we still go by NGMI, but at the same time, we're going to start going by the Blood Brothers because
the BBP.
I like that.
The BBP.
We want to really lean into that dynamic. So, fuck you, I'm cool, you're out.
Classic Big Brother.
Classic.
I'm the biggest,
Dick.
oldest, dickest brother.
Yeah.
Biggest, dickest, oldest brother.
Well,
There we go.
smallest. Penis.
You have the world's smallest?
No, you.
No, I'm the biggest, dickest, oldest brother.
Definitely are the oldest.
Biggest, dickest, oldest. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. All right, guys, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe before you even listen because you know this is going to be a fucking fantastic podcast.
You already
Also, if you're watching the video, leave a like, leave a comment. We love reading your comments. We want to hear what you have to say about our podcast, things that we can do to make it better, things that we could do to make it worse, things that we could do to make it less boring.
Anything. Any input.
Anything. And if you're an audio listener, go ahead and leave a little review for us. You know, that really helps us out on the podcast charts. And right now we're sitting probably about like 1,375,000th place on the podcast charts. Yeah, we're coming up. We were at 3 million last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're on the way.
That was a very contradictory statement. You said we went up 2 spots. I said we were at 3 million last week.
So we went up a million.
When you look at it like that, like that's a lot of growth. 1 week.
I mean, that is a lot of growth. I had a lot of growth from when I was younger to now. Penis stayed the same size. I was born with a massive cock.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys experienced that.
Man,
like
it only shrinks ever since.
As a child, I was a shower. Now it's actually smaller when it's not hard and it grows back to what it looked like when I was a child. I came out hard.
Nice.
It was hard to pull me out
Because it was
because
stuck.
it got stuck. You know.
Yeah.
Did you guys experience that problem when you were younger?
No.
I didn't. Did you, Kevin?
No, I didn't have that.
Weird. Yeah.
You didn't come out hard.
No.
My skull was hard.
Your skull was hard.
Contrary to regular babies. They got soft skull.
I came out feet first, and mom said I was putting my feet against the sides because I didn't want to go out. So I had to be a C-section.
Oh, you're a C-section?
Damn.
Breached? No, breached is when their legs are folded up.
Breached.
Because it's supposed to come out head first, yeah?
Pregnancy.
Yeah.
Birth.
Awesome.
Dude. That was a brotherly thing to do. Say the same thing at the same time. Go ahead. On the count of 3, we're all going to say the same thing on the same time.
Okay.
1.
Oh, wait. Are we doing like the game where we're trying to guess what each other says?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that was the game.
On the count of 3, we're just going to, on the top of our heads, off the top of our heads, on the count of 3, we're going to say whatever we think everyone is thinking.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Popsicles.
Pineapple. Wait, we all said a P word.
I said awesome.
Oh, I thought you said possum.
God damn it.
Okay.
Well, Kevin he's been in Ireland for the past couple
I've been
weeks.
out of the loop.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really get the same wavelength that we have going on with us right now.
Yeah, I'm
Funny.
still on Irish time.
I don't hear an accent.
No.
Let's hear it.
You don't come back with a fucking Irish accent, don't you?
No, I didn't come back with an
Let's
accent.
hear it.
I don't have an accent.
Do it.
Don't have anything.
You can
Make
do it.
one up.
Try
I mean,
it.
don't make one up.
No.
Use what you know.
Don't know anything.
You've heard people using it.
Just try
I
it.
did.
Let's hear.
Let's see. I can't. I honestly don't know.
Do you need a sentence to say?
Yeah, give me a sentence.
Sally sold seashells down by the seashore. Say it in an Irish accent.
Sally sold seashells.
Dude, that's good. You proud
Sally
of yourself.
sold seashells down by the seashore.
That's
yeah, she
good.
did, didn't she?
Oh, that's good.
Irish is
See,
hard.
you worked at the bar for a while though. Like you knew it.
Oh yeah, I'm a master impressionist. You know what they say? Justin Bieber said this once. He was like, singers can just do good impressions. So I don't know how to speak Spanish, but someone will tell me like what lines I'm supposed to say, and then I can sing Spanish and sound Spanish.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, I did not pick up the Irish accent, and everyone could tell we were American. They kept telling us the Yanks are coming. we'd walk through the town, and then I'd walk into the bar later, and they'd come up. I seen you walking through the town. Who are you? Like, who are you? Like, where are you from?
But your dad's Irish.
Yeah, after Dad introduced me, like everyone's all right. But when you walk in at first, like when we first got into town, I remember walking into the bar at night, and everyone like turns around and like looks at us, and I was like, Oh fuck! Like,
Were you guys going to like some smaller parts? Like
it's a really small town, like maybe like 200 people or something.
his hometown?
Yeah.
Ballyhonus.
Ballyhonus, yeah, County Mayo.
Yeah, you texted and said you went to, or your dad went to his high school reunion when he was there.
How many people were there?
But
4?
it was his 40-year reunion, and he didn't graduate from the high school either. And he said he walked in and he said all these people were coming up to him. And he's like, I don't know who the fuck any of them were. He said he felt bad.
I'm so surprised that he went to that. Like, it sounds like
that's
such
what
an
I kept saying. I said,
interesting thing.
that doesn't sound like something you want to do. And he goes, well, I'll go see some people. Maybe I'll know anyone. He goes, I didn't know anyone there.
He thought he was gonna find a hot date from high school.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you had a high school reunion?
There was like a high school reunion,
'Cause
like
what
a
is it, 10
10-year
years?
one
Yeah.
that was planned on Facebook with some of the like popular kids
Yeah.
that I was like not a part of this group at all. So no, I didn't go.
You
But
didn't get invited?
I also think that mine would have happened in 2021 or 2020, and that was like peak pandemic. So
Yeah.
I think
Better not to go.
Right.
I don't know if that really even.
Well,
did
there's
happen.
always year 20.
20
so-
year?
The
8
20
years
year
away.
anniversary. I don't even go to my hometown and like hang out
Yeah.
there because I don't really like seeing the people that I like
Same.
was around. Like, not that they're bad people or anything like that. I'm just like antisocial in a way. I mean, in
Right.
a lot of ways. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really want to like go try to socialize with someone who I have no connection with whatsoever
Yeah.
anymore. Like we went to high school together. That's all the history we have. You know.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Kevin, are you gonna go to any reunions?
I do want to, yeah. I think it'd be fun.
Wow. Well, you're fresh out of high school, so you still have these like connections.
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
really
high school
fresh
people.
out of high school.
Do you guys
Jack.
like high school?
Not really.
Wait, let's finish the reunion thing
Oh,
before
sure.
you jump to this.
Sorry.
Are you gonna go to your reunion if there is one?
You're probably coming up on that, aren't you?
Probably not. I'd have to fly home to go to a
Wait,
reunion.
where are you from?
Chicago.
Oh,
Where'd you think I was from?
I don't know.
Wisconsin.
I believe it.
Do you know where Chicago is on a map?
Nope. Not a clue.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go.
I think
Especially 10 year. Like, I feel like maybe like 30 or something that's cool.
I feel like 10 years
people
the
are like
best
in their
one, though.
40s.
Because at the 10 year, that's the most people that would go, right? Because the longer you go, like less people would show up, right?
Yeah. I guess I don't really care to see anyone.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd forget everyone.
my girlfriend was back home for like something else, but her reunion was happening at the same time, so she did go to her reunion, and it was like I think it was earlier this year actually, and it was just like dramatic. Like I don't know, it just sounds like such a pain in the ass to go somewhere and have this opportunity for people that like
You had to meet up and
you
talk.
used to hang out with that like you don't have a connection with anymore. Be like, what happened to you? Like, where'd you go? You
Yeah.
like just like left my life. You abandoned me, sort of thing. Like it's like I don't want to fucking put up with any of that shit.
High school for me, I was like, I had a few friends that I'm still close with. So like, why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
It's
like
already
see them regularly enough
That's
to
the
where
reunion.
why would I go to the reunion?
Yeah, that already
To
is.
see people that I was cordial with.
Yeah, I have the few people that like I know from high school that are like friends with like we're still friends and stuff like that, and I could go home and be like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Like, you
Yeah.
guys want to go like grab a drink or something like that? But I don't care to see all the people that are not those
Yeah.
people, you know?
Yeah.
Just the ones that are actually my friends still. That
Yeah.
and even them I don't see very often. I just talk to a few of them like here and there.
There's also a few kids that I was friends with in high school that since moving out, I've realized are maybe racist and
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm like,
Maybe not the best
maybe I'm
friends,
not
yeah.
with them anymore. So don't talk to a lot of people being from the Midwest.
Yeah. you move with different crowds as you grow up, you grow older, and you grow wiser.
That's
you know?
true.
Yeah.
But there's also like, I mean, I forgot what I was going to say, so it probably was really important. I just forget a lot.
Well, it was really funny at Dad's reunion, you know, because there's only like, there's a few bars in the town, but there's only like 2 like bars that are actually like the stuff happening in. And I was out with one of our cousins, Maria, and she's like, "Oh, let's go like bar hopping, like to the next bar." And I walked in, Dad's sitting there with like all of his buddies, and like he calls me over, and I was like, "Oh fuck, like who are all these people?" He's introduced to me like all these like old people like from his like high school and stuff. I was like, "What the fuck?"
That was where the reunion was?
Yeah, it was in some like bar, like just a bar in the middle of town.
Oh, wow. And this was in Ballyhonus.
Mm-hmm. I don't, like the town is very small. It was fun to go to like a lot of the bigger cities, but it was really funny in the small town because there's only like a few spots happening. So like by the time like at the end, like I'd walk into bars and people would know who I was and like
Oh, yeah.
call me over. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
super fun. Yeah,
I see you have some merchandise for Guinness.
I do.
How much Guinness did you drink in
A
Ireland?
lot of Guinness.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever drinking Guinness because I've never had it here.
Yeah.
They always say it's better over there.
Sure.
And now you have
It was
nothing to
good.
compare it to. You should have had a bad one before you left.
I know. Well, as soon as I got home,
You tried it here.
yeah, I landed on the plane and I drove home and went straight to a bar to try it.
Did you like the Guinness?
Wow.
It's pretty dark, right?
I really like the Guinness.
I don't think I've ever had it.
That's all I drank there.
What? Guinness is a dark beer, but it doesn't have this like dark bitter flavor. It's
Yeah.
it's really good. And it's light too. Like it's not like you think because it's like kind of creamy looking that it's like a really like heavy beer.
It is pretty light.
But I mean, it'll kind of fill you up because of the foamy like thickness of it. But it's light in calories. Like it's very similar to a fucking Coors Light.
Yeah.
In calories.
It was really funny that drinking with dad, like having a pint of Guinness with dad, like walking home at like 3 a.m., like walking home with dad. I've never drank with dad because I don't drink ever.
Damn,
so it was really funny.
You took my spot.
I know.
When I was 21, that's what we were doing. We were hanging out.
Yeah, you've been replaced.
That's how John Joe relives his glory days. He fucking hangs out with his kids when they're 21. It's like, me too.
We'd be driving around. He's like, yeah, I crashed a car into that wall there. And I jumped a car over here. Oh, fuck that house up over here. Like,
we
be telling stories and shit. Yeah.
We'd have to have John Joe over here.
Yeah, and then you'd be going out. I'd be going out with him and like all his buddies, and they'd be telling stories like, oh, I'm sure John Joe never told you this, but he did this one time, and he like exposed me. He's, oh, I didn't do that. Like that's not true.
John Joe was a trouble
There's
child.
some of the shit you hear, like I couldn't believe him doing.
And when he dropped out of high school and moved to America, he just like fucking, all right, I'm getting on the boat and I'm heading over there. And then he fucking just got a job, like. And he like gamed his way into getting a job. He was like, yeah, I can fix cars, and he had no idea how to do any of that.
He has a tractor repair place, and he said, like, they said, like, you need experience. He goes, I got plenty of experience. It never worked on a tractor ever.
But he learned as he went.
And he learned as he went, yeah.
Dude, that's a good way to go about life. Just lie until you get there. For like work stuff.
It's a great way to go about life. Just lie.
Yeah, cut it off there.
Maybe not relationship stuff, but work stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking lie. Who cares?
Who cares about work? Just lie.
Like resume, they're not going to check that shit.
What do you mean not relationship stuff? Like that's 100% a great way to get into a relationship is lie about what you are, what your interests are, how you are, and then once you get them trapped in that relationship, it's kind of considered like gaslighting, manipulation or whatever. But like, yeah, you get into the relationship by pretending you're such a really good person, and then you flip the switch. Boom, you're a negative ball of energy. You're abusive. You suck. But they can't leave because they remember that good time they had with you.
Yeah, that's the way in.
That's the way to do it.
Smart.
Now we're thinking.
Smart.
Now, obviously, that's not the way to do it. But a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
But for work stuff, do it.
Yeah.
Just lie on your resume. Who cares?
Yeah, because the corporate business world is fucking bullshit.
Dude, I've told so many people, I think anyone who doesn't want to work a job where they have to go somewhere, work like a 9 to 5, I'm like, work remotely as an editor. It's so easy to teach yourself how to edit and get a job because so many companies need social media editors for like TikTok ads, all this shit. Like I think anyone can get an editor job. It's super in demand. And then I tell people, I'm like, just use me as like a reference or someone you work for, say you like assisted me as an editor and stuff, and just like lie in your like
how many people are you telling to become video editors?
At least like 15 people.
Speaking of like getting jobs and work and stuff, like I don't get nearly as many brand deals as I used to. I don't know what the fucking problem is. Maybe it's because I curse too much or talk about
I think you got
sacks.
too many tattoos.
Could be the tattoos. I'm just not like, I don't have that clean white boy image. I look like a fucking badass.
Yeah.
You know, fresh out of prison who's gonna beat your fucking head in.
Right.
No, but I've been on my nerdy shit. Like back from high school, I created websites and would like work on like trying to like make money from Google ads or affiliate marketing, drop shipping, stuff like that. So recently what I've been doing is, you know, I had some TikToks blow up where it's like me showing off my like funny shirts and shit. So I made a website called What Scott Bought, and I just put affiliate links to all of them. It's kind of a passive income source now. Like if someone goes to What Scott Bought, they can find all the things that I bought. They click on the link, it goes to Amazon.com, and if they buy that shirt, I get like $1 from that shirt.
Oh, really?
So it's not like a huge profit, but over time, as more people go to that website or like the link pops up in more different places, or they search for a shirt, like my anxiety is chronic, but this ass is iconic. If they search that, like my website will show up. Yeah. And my website is just a link to where you actually buy the shirt.
Damn.
So like, I make like a small percentage of the sale as an affiliate marketing thing. I was working on that, and then also, you know, trying to get like more creative with the ways that you can make money, and that is like Instagram Reels has a bonus program. Like I don't post Reels on my main account too often, and I don't have the bonus program because they only roll it out to some people. But I was like,
you still don't have it?
I still don't have it. My second account does though.
Oh,
so I can make up to $1,200 a month.
It's kind of fucked though, because have you done it yet?
I just did it, and I realized I think I know what you were gonna say.
Once you hit $100,
it goes really slow.
It caps you off to where like 100,000 views will be like 24 cents. So you can get $100 really easily. So it's easy to get the momentum. And then once you hit the 100 cap, maybe it's different depending on what your level is.
My cap is 1,200.
Right. Mine
But-
is like 9,000. But again,
Scott's
but it's
latest.
9,000 and I would have to get like 80
Cool.
million
Yeah.
views in a month.
Wow,
Yeah.
thanks Instagram. What the fuck is this shit? No, like I know what you're saying because I got 13,000 views on a reel and it made me $60. So I was like,
Yeah, what?
13,000 views got me $60. Then the next one I posted got 36,000 views.
And then you're
And it
cut.
made me $40. And so I'm at $100
Yeah, and then
now.
kinda
And I'm
capture
it.
like, wait a second, it slowed down massive.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, like this was just my experimental phase. So I was like, okay, of course I'm going to try kissing boys. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said,
You
experimental
too.
phase.
Let's
Get
play
it?
spin to bottle.
No, but I was like, I'm going to post a third one, see what happens. Or like
Yeah.
maybe it's on a lag, like a little delay. So it hasn't
Yeah.
calculated all the earnings or whatever. But, you know, it does sound like
Yeah.
it even says the earlier your plays are, the more money you'll make for a chance for everyone to make money. But
Right.
it's insane. Also, Kevin, I see you have a Claddagh ring.
I do.
That's nice. Is it real silver?
Is that
is.
the heart thing?
Did you
Mm-hmm.
The Irish, like, nice.
the hands holding the heart?
Did you get that at LAX?
No, I got it in Galway,
On your way
where,
back.
where it's made.
Oh,
I got this in LAX though.
I was
No,
assuming,
not LAX. Dublin Airport.
I was, maybe a little hopeful that
Yeah.
you found maybe a
An Irish
woman who
lass?
gave you you found some romance in Ireland and she gave you that ring as a token of her love.
Any love in Ireland?
No love.
No,
No
love.
It's a
love?
small town. There's only a couple people there.
You went to Dublin, though?
I did go to Dublin for a night.
So that's a big fucking town.
yeah,
It's actually not that big.
it's pretty big.
What's the population?
Well, there's a lot going on. It's
There's
not
a
a
lot-
huge town.
A
but
lot
there's
going on. There's a
yeah.
big college there.
Yeah, it's like a college town.
Why don't you wander into the college? Meet some.
I've been through the college last time I was there.
Well, did you meet any lovers then?
No.
You were what? 9?
15?
I hope he didn't meet any fucking lovers when he was 9.
Any cute girls you saw?
Oh yeah, in Dublin for sure. Yeah.
You talked to any?
No.
Why not?
I was only there for like a few hours out night because it was the night before we were leaving.
Perfect time. One night stand.
Yeah.
Well,
Fly
Kevin,
back to America.
this podcast is going to keep going. We're
Mhm.
not ending this podcast until you come in here one day and you're like, "Hey guys, I have a girlfriend."
It better be going for a while then.
I mean,
We're on episode
Keep it coming.
9,000.
that's what I'm saying. I don't have any faith, so obviously we're gonna keep the podcast going. But like, you're gonna walk in one day, and you're gonna be like, "Guys, I have a girlfriend," and we're gonna be like, "All right, pack up
That's
the mics.
it.
We're
Yeah,
going
we're
home.
done.
It's over."
That's
No,
the
I'm
end
ju-
goal.
I'm just kidding. We're not gonna end the podcast there, but this is a storyline that people should be very invested in. Is Kevin finding a girlfriend? And we should do a blind date episode. That was Jack's
Yeah.
idea.
Well, I do start school on Monday. 2 days.
Oh, hopeful
Ooh.
to
So,
find love.
maybe,
Would
yeah.
you be open to if we had you do like a blind date
Sure.
on the podcast? More
And-
like a dating show.
Sure.
We might even do it in a different set than this. We might like rent like a space, have
Oh,
our
that'd be
mics
fun.
set up, and like just kind of set it up like a game show almost,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
like you have to sit
Like a
on one
dating
side
show?
and a girl
Sure.
sits on the other
That'd be
side.
fun.
3 bachelorettes, you can't see them. And at the end, you have to pick which one to go on an actual date with.
That'd be fun.
And then we follow you around on your date and vlog it.
With like a camera
Yeah.
from a distance.
Yeah.
We'll be
Oh,
sitting at the
he's-
table like a fucking film crew.
Yeah.
And,
That'd be funny.
like Jack's there with the boom
Yeah,
mic,
like a
or-
boom
or
mic
I'm there
and
with a
lights.
boom mic. Jack's got the camera, and we're just panning back and forth in your face.
Good idea.
I like that. That'd be fun.
We'll set that up. We want to get a little bit more action packed in this
Yeah.
podcast again, because our first few episodes had these fun like man in the street bits where they were just the simple idea
Yeah.
of them, but like
Getting back to that.
kind of break up the podcast with a little bit of like,
Makes more fun.
ooh, what's happening here? There's another person in this podcast.
Yeah. Does Kevin know about the guy we're having next week?
I don't know about anything that's
We can
happening.
tease it so the viewers watching, maybe they'll be excited too.
Somebody call 911. He might answer. Oh, he's in Chicago. Oh, but he's not gonna be. He's gonna be here. Oh.
Yeah.
Who is it?
You didn't get it?
No.
A 911 operator from
Oh.
Chicago, the city.
And
A lot of crime there.
He's got some crazy stories about people
sure he
in
does.
Chicago calling in and being
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I ate too much pot brownies. I feel like I'm gonna die, dude."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, dude, just
Chill,
relax."
bro, yeah.
Dude, I feel like 911 operator would suck.
It'd be a hard job.
Like, you probably hear people dying on the phone all the time.
What was the movie with Jake Gyllenhaal where he's a 911 operator?
Oh, 911?
Is that what it's called?
No,
No,
it's
he-
called like The Call or some shit.
It was like
It was a Netflix movie, right? Flop.
Yeah, I thought
People
it was-
hated it.
It's pretty decent. I don't know, but it was like he's getting these calls, and there's a girl who's been kidnapped or something like that, and like they're like, we can't do anything about it, we don't have the information, like to keep taking your calls, like, or whatever, and like he like leaves. He's like, I'm a fucking police officer, I need to go fucking save this person, you know, sort of thing. I think that was it.
I'm sure the 911 calls are split into really traumatizing things, and then the other half of the time is people being like, this guy, like, he's being annoying, send out the police, and they're like, fuck off.
Yeah, it's like little kids in school, like,
Oh yeah.
they took my gum.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a non like emergency line as well, right? Like to call.
There is, but nobody knows
But
that one.
That's
So
what I was just
everyone
gonna
calls
say.
911.
No one knows it because I don't
Yeah.
even know because everyone just calls 911.
Should we be informative on this podcast? Figure it out and let people know what that number is.
Because
It's like a full phone number. It's like 638-497.
4. Whoever's number that is, sorry if you get any phone calls. I always think about that when you
When you
randomly
say a
say a
number.
phone number. Like, who's going to get that call? Who's going to pick up that text message? You know, you ever give someone
Yeah.
the wrong number because you
Oh,
don't want to
yeah.
go on a date or whatever?
It's
Who's gonna
different
get
for
that?
wherever you are, but in Los Angeles, it's 1-877-ASK-LAPD.
Jesus Christ.
So you're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
have
just
to
calling-
like go for the fucking letters and be like, okay, L-A.
I'm
You
just
know,
calling
like,
911.
Fuck that. Yeah.
it used to be so much easier to dial numbers
Why
that
is it
had
like
letters in it.
811?
Yeah, on the other flip phones.
Yeah, but there's no like when you dial on your iPhone, you don't have like the letters
Yeah,
next
it
to the
pops up.
numbers. What?
You can pop it up. Yeah,
Are you serious?
It's there.
it is.
Where's even the call button?
Go to the phone
Phone.
and then keypad.
Jeez, Scott, how are you going to call
Keypad.
911?
The numbers are there.
Okay.
I mean, the letters are there. They're both there.
So it's
Dude, they're just so small.
877
They're
Yeah,
small.
27. See, like this is taking so much time. 275-52-3.
Yeah, like just tell me the number, you know?
By the time it's like it's not emergency at this point, it's going to be an emergency by the time you call it.
Yeah.
You might as well just call 911.
Well, you could save the number, I
Yeah.
guess, and then have it on speed dial.
That'd be smart.
Ooh, yeah.
If you need a non-emergency quick question answered, I
Hey,
guess.
speaking of emergencies, we got a gift from our friend Garrett Watts.
Garrett Watts. I love Garrett Watts.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. I have never heard of someone who doesn't love
I
Garrett
know.
Watts. If you
Well-
were a Garrett Watts non-lover, comment below. I'd like to
Let us
see
know.
Yeah.
what kind of person you are.
Yeah, we want to know what's your problem.
What's wrong with you?
But Garrett watched the Craigslist episode where we had Davo on. Very
Zane
interesting
watched
guest.
it too.
Did he? Did he like
Yeah.
it?
He called me afterwards. He's like, "Dude, that was fucking scary as shit. What the fuck? Like, I thought
Yeah.
you guys were gonna die like halfway into the episode."
Yeah, maybe we should do that more often, huh?
I kind of like.
I mean,
it.
it's probably the first episode Zane's ever watched.
That's saying something. We got to get more.
But Garrett watched it. He really enjoyed it, and he said, "Let me give this to you guys in case you ever need another emergency." So we got some pepper spray. from
Wait, it
Garrett
says
Watts.
pepper gel. You put it in your hair,
Oh yeah, you put it in your hair.
and then if they ever attack you,
I think it's just sticky, so it gets in their eyes and stays.
I don't know. It came in handy.
Take a look.
Jesus Christ, that made my left eye twitch. It hasn't been doing that as much lately, and you just
Hit him with the
re-triggered
pepper
it.
gel.
So I figured we
Oh,
should
it's got
try
a
it.
belt
We
clip.
should try it on ourselves.
I wouldn't have been surprised if Davo had this on his belt clip as well as the 3 knives. You know, just in case we try to defend ourselves. He was like, "No, I'm defending myself back, and then I'm going to attack."
Okay, so who wants to try it?
I volunteer
Kevin?
Jack.
Those goes.
I said Jack first.
Ooh, Kevin, you gotta do it. Sorry.
I mean, Kevin, you are the youngest, so
Oh, okay.
generally you're the
I'll
person
heal,
who
yeah.
has to do the stuff
Yeah,
no one else
your
wants
body
to
can
do.
Of course.
recoup the fastest.
Yeah. Now imagine if you had an exosome shot as well. Making
It'd be
you so-
unstoppable.
Bro, I heard this is like the worst pain
Yeah.
ever. Like from
I'll
Ilia.
Venmo you $10 if you spray.
Oh, hit me, Scott.
That is so, even if I sprayed it in the room, like up, we would all probably
Yeah,
be
that
fucking
AC
like-
would just start circling around.
You should get a big fan.
Yeah, honestly, I'm scared of this for our safety more than I am for our defense. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna happen to us.
put that down there for now.
Well, thank you, Garrett. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Garrett.
Dude, you know
Thank
what
you, Garrett.
we need? I guess we need more fans, but a P.O. box where people send us shit.
Oh,
That'd
that'd
be
be
so
funny.
cow. They send us like a rat,
I don't know if we
fucking
need more fans.
bag of bugs. You
I've
think
been-
people would send stuff?
I think people would send stuff. I
Then let's
think
get a
about the
fucking
whole
P.O. box.
more fans thing. Recently, I've been going on. I have like a text messaging app, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go on and like have conversations with these people because like I I think
Connect with the fans.
yeah, at a certain point you become like lost in this thing where you're like, I need like 1 million people to watch this video. And I'm like, well, never mind. Like, I do have like a lot of people who are really into the stuff that I'm doing, and I don't spend my time like interacting with them. Why should they bother interacting with me? So I was like, I need to spend some more time like
you get a feel for your fans,
connecting with these people.
So can you get a PO box?
How much do they cost? Because I don't have that many fans.
It's like $14 a month, I think.
400?
$14. It's really cheap.
No, that's actually pretty expensive for me right now. I'm not like.
Yeah, we can't
I'd have
handle
to
that.
cancel my Netflix in order to get that. No, I was also watching another podcast. I started watching podcasts recently. Well, they're kind of like podcasts, but they're like informative.
$60 for 3 months.
Whoa, that's
$20.
$20. That's even more. Like, and I was looking at the types. Well, this is just like one part of a podcast, but the types of creators there are. There's people who are like sketch comics, or like they do music, or like they're not quite attached to their audience as much as there's people who are just relationship based YouTube, like relationship based social media people, where they know that like people are not watching them for what crazy thing they're doing. They're watching them because they like them. Like it's like they like you because of who you are on the internet, who like what your personality is. And it's like you just be yourself, and they're like they can watch you make a bowl of soup.
It doesn't matter what they're doing.
Yeah, as long as you can hold this, like you can hold the attention of people just by like being on camera and being yourself. Then you're fucking like you're a special kind of person. You know, you're a Jenna Marbles, you're a Liza Koshy, you're an Emma Chamberlain. You know, when you're capable of like just holding people's attention by being yourself, no matter what it is you're doing.
Yeah, that's rough.
Name 3 women. Progressive. I like it.
No, I can't think of any fucking guys.
Scott.
Who am I supposed to name? It's like that.
You.
Oh, that is so nice, Kevin. Thank you. No, but I don't, you know, I have a very monotone personality a lot of the times, unless I am in like a really happy, jovial mood.
But maybe people love watching that.
The monotone?
Yeah, just you sitting there.
Oh, one of my favorite guys on the internet right now. I don't know if anyone watching knows this guy. Penguin ZO.
I love him.
Moist Critical. You love him? He's sick.
Yeah, funny guy.
All he does is just talk, but the way he talks about things is so fucking funny. You just sit and watch. Like, he can talk about anything and just it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Like, he talks in a monotone voice, but he says funny things.
Funny shit, yeah.
And also, he's, like, really intelligent. Like,
he's really
his commentary is really, like, just, like, spot on, it feels like. And it also made me realize this stuff about reaction content. Anyone here who watches reaction content, this is nothing against you. I like it too, but you're basically being told what to think about the video that they're watching, and it's like creating thoughts in your head for you. Instead of you watching the video and reacting yourself, you're watching someone else developing their opinion about it instead of developing your own opinion about it, which is something that happened to me during my like phase of being canceled. Was when a big influencer would talk about me and like say certain keywords or whatever,
then that's all people think.
That's all people thought, and they weren't watching my video and forming their own opinion on it. They were watching someone else watch my video
they were
and
given
form an
an
opinion on it. And then everything was a regurgitation of what these other people said.
Right.
So I think that's one of the harmful things about social media. Not saying, you know, what happened with me is the example of this, but one of the things that is happening with like social media and the access to everything like this is that most of the things that people are watching are these commentary reaction things. No one is forming an opinion themselves, so they're getting the opinion from someone that they look up to or someone that they don't look up to. It's just like a random video about a video. So it's so accessible, and it's so many different opinions that like usually the first one you see is the one you're going to latch on to. And
people take it very seriously. Like, that's all they can think about. Sometimes it's nice to like, I like watching it, and sometimes you can see their opinion and have your own opinion. But some people will just watch it, and that's the only, like, if they love that person, anything they say, that's it. That's all that goes.
Oh yeah, I mean, you see so many people who will like make a video about somebody, and then that person becomes super ultra hated because one person's like, "Oh, this guy's a jackass. I can't believe they do this." Or whatever.
Even if they had their own opinion before, if the person they love and like look up to says something differently, they'll start like changing their own like views on it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and it goes two ways because there's the people who maybe. There could be some of the kids who like watch Andrew Tate and like think that his word is law or whatever, and he's like a god, you know. they watch someone else saying like, this is wrong, this is really bad that he's saying something like this, then in that way it's a positive thing. You know, they're learning.
There's pros and cons.
There's pros and cons of the way that media spreads or whatever. And I don't know if it's much different from the past or not, but there is just so much of it constantly. Speaking of Andrew Tate, does your do you like follow any of that? Do any of your friends like?
None of my friends do. No,
they're not signed up to the course.
His friends are smart, I think, is what Kevin's saying.
Well, I've been away in Ireland for a while, the last 3 weeks, but no, not that I know.
I mean, I just think it's kind of funny. His nickname is Top G, because you know there's bottom G's and there's top G's. But he just means he's a top gay guy.
Top.
Yeah,
not a bottom, right?
Well, he's a top.
But
he's
I think
the master.
he's very against that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So you don't know anything about it?
Not really.
I wanted to get
Not
your
too
opinion
much.
as a young man, because that's his like target demographic.
I've seen just like a very few things about him. I just know he's like that, like the alpha guy. Like that's all he acts like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a dumbass.
Yeah.
The top G stands might come for you.
Let him. Fucking
it.
that guy sucks.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I've said something, someone else has mentioned him to me, and I was like, yeah, that guy's fucking weird as shit. He says some really fucked up things, and he's like, huh? Like what? I was like, you don't know?
Yeah.
Like,
He says fucked up things. He is a scam artist. He's like running a pyramid scheme.
Oh really? Oh, the courses, right?
I think he got kicked off Big Brother or something. He was on Big Brother. I think that's where because he like beat his girl. Yeah, he like beat a woman. So, I mean, he's just like a horrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pyramid scheme, MLM scheme, whatever. Like it's like those things.
Is that why he can't come to the U.S.?
Is the scheme?
Supposedly he said in
scheme?
something. He's like, it's easier to get away with crimes not in the U.S. Like
because I think he's actually just running a pyramid scheme, and if maybe he would get in trouble in the U.S.
Maybe, but yeah, it's literally. I mean, for people who don't know the multi-level marketing or pyramid scheme thing, it's like you sell a product, and then everybody who sells the product underneath you sells the product, and you get a percentage of the sales from every single product. So it just goes like if you're at the top, which is him, he's the top G, right? Then there's you
get a percentage of
the few
everyone
people that are
on.
directly underneath him selling it to more people, and that's how he grew so big, was because he was just promoting himself this entire time, was to say like, listen to me, tell other people to listen to me, and he essentially created like this cult following of people who like just all from the bottom to the top are just listening to him, and the people right at the beginning are now like mods of his Discord channel, which is what he's selling for $80 a month or something like that.
I don't know, probably.
Like the courses are supposedly just like it's a Discord channel where like
what the fuck?
I don't know. It's not personalized or anything.
Yeah.
He's just like talking about men and little young men feeling emasculated, and the way society is changing is making men not want to be men, not want to be strong, not want to be this and that, and like you can be strong without being a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
So, all right, you don't know anything about Andrew Tate. We won't talk about him anymore.
Not too much.
Hey, speaking of iconic people that are actually horrible pieces of shit, I have a fun thing for us.
What?
For the podcast.
I'm an iconic, horrible piece of shit.
Yeah. You're one of the ones on the list. There was a
Thank you for noticing.
a Reddit thing I found of who in history is looked up to as a hero but is actually a terrible person. So we got some names.
Wait a second. What?
Who in history is looked up to as a hero but is actually a terrible person?
Napoleon Dynamite. Attila the Hun.
I think you're thinking
Genghis Khan.
Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte.
No, oh yeah, Bonaparte. Not
Dynamite's
Dynamite.
the Afro guy from the movie.
I didn't even really think about that when I said it. I was just
Sounded
like,
good to me.
And I also think
Napoleon-
the other people you listed are notoriously pieces of shit just in general. These are people
What?
that are...
They were sick. Genghis Khan killed so many people. You know how many
he was
notches
cool.
he's got on his belt?
Yeah, he was sick.
We like Genghis. So, there's some names, maybe some surprising ones that you guys didn't know of. Pablo Picasso.
Really?
What did he do wrong? Didn't he cut off his own ear? How does that harm anybody? But himself.
That's Da Vinci, I think.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci?
Isn't it Da Vinci?
I thought it was Picasso.
I thought it was
Da
actually,
Vinci.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm not
fucking
even gonna
know,
give input
actually.
on that.
But
Raphael Mugiwara.
are you listening to Ninja Turtles?
That's Luffy.
No, Pablo Picasso was the other dude.
I don't think it would. Wait, who cut off his ear? Vincent Van Gogh.
Van Gogh. That,
Man.
yeah.
Starry
yeah.
Night.
Okay. Picasso was a piece of shit. His children were terrified of him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
And then next
why?
one.
Wait, why?
Wait. That's
Is
it?
that it?
Oh, sick.
His children were terrified of him, but what
Why-
the fuck
why?
is the story?
They didn't.
Maybe they were terrified because he was so cool.
Was
don't
his
know.
art like scary?
No, like he was mean.
Oh.
He was like a
Okay.
mean person.
Okay.
He was a misogynist. He was physically and emotionally abusive towards several women, and his children were scared of him.
Yeah, that's what you should have said.
There we go. We gotta elaborate on these things.
One of his quotes is, "Women's are machines for suffering. For me, there are only two kinds of women: goddesses and doormats."
Oh, shit.
So yeah,
Andrew Tate of the 19th century.
yeah, 20th century.
I mean, you could say that about people in general. You know, like I see gods and goddesses, and I also see doormats. Some people are meant to be stepped on.
Okay, yeah, you can say that.
Scott's the Picasso of the
You're gonna
century.
get added to this list.
Scott's already on the list.
Next one,
I'm a doormat. That's why it's okay if I say it.
next one, I did know about this. I don't know if you guys did. Dr. Seuss.
Oh, I've heard about that
That
as
guy
well.
cheated on his wife so many times she committed suicide.
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
piece of shit.
He wrote good books, though.
Green eggs and ham.
One fish,
One
two
fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Yeah.
That was fucking genius.
This one I have a little trouble with. Michael Jordan
Really?
was known for being a huge asshole to people, mainly waitstaff and casino workers. Though he's revered as an icon, which to that, I mean, I think he is an icon
Yeah.
regardless because
He was iconic.
could be the best basketball player of all time.
but being a dick to waiters and wait staffs and stuff is
And
not
casino
cool.
workers, they're trying to stop him from counting cards, which is legal. Did you know that?
It is legal, yeah. But they just, like, if they catch you doing it,
They'll just kick you
they'll
out
just
because
kick
they
you out.
can kick you out. But it's completely, you can't get in any legal trouble for counting cards
Oh.
because you're just like
Yeah.
playing the game smart.
You know how to
Wait,
play.
so Michael Jordan got in trouble for counting cards?
No, I made that part up.
Wait.
But part of the list was he's mean to casino workers. So I just
Okay.
made.
All right. Whatever. Move
Jack's
on.
just making shit up.
Move on.
This
Tom-
list is fake.
Thomas Edison.
Really?
Yeah.
The light bulb?
Yeah.
You think he was like a bully, right? He was just like a bully to people?
Yeah, he didn't invent that and apparently stole a lot of work
Yeah.
from students.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude. I would do that if I was a teacher.
Yeah,
Oh,
smart
that's
guy.
a sick
but-
idea.
That's a good science project. You mind if I patent that shit?
Yeah. And then the last one, which seems like the weirdest one, is Gandhi. Was a huge piece of shit.
Really?
What?
Yeah, he
I
was
thought-
a misogynist and liked to sleep with underage girls in bed to resist the temptation to have sex with them.
That
What
was
the
his like
fuck?
meditation tactic. Was like, if I can overcome this urge
Yeah.
to sleep with a young child,
That
I
and then
am-
he didn't see women as equal as men and stuff. And
Interesting.
but yeah, kind of a weirdo.
doesn't Gandhi like reincarnate? Like, isn't there one now?
Andrew Tate.
You talking about the Pope?
No, I thought like there's a Gandhi or like a Buddha that like
Yeah.
reincarnates and like
I think Gandhi was just a person.
Gandhi was just a person.
I know that there was one Gandhi, but like, what is the thing I'm thinking of? Like, even like the Avatar, it's like it's coming from that story of like the monk rebirth. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
One of these religious figures reincarnates into different shapes, forms of like human being. Maybe it's Buddha. I think it might be Buddha.
Could be.
It was his niece, and he had he had the girls sleep nude next to him too.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Gandhi, you weird, bro.
Also, why did I think Gandhi was from like the fucking 16th century?
He's not.
No.
Where's-
He was fucking. When I found this out, I was so confused.
A couple years ago.
Kinda. He was born in 1869
Oh, okay.
and like lived in the 1900s.
Wow. Not
Like
that old.
he could be like our great grandpa.
Damn.
Could be.
Isn't that weird?
I could see him being your great grandpa.
He was a lawyer. This is Indian lawyer.
Scholarly.
What'd you just say?
Scholarly.
Scholarly.
With a little Irish twang, I heard.
I
He
don't
sounded
think so.
Irish when he said it.
Scholarly.
Sounded like he was.
That sounds Irish.
Scholarly. Scholarly.
It's just a hard word to say.
Scholarly. Scholarly. He was scholarly. It's like you're
Also-
saying it without opening your fucking teeth. Scholarly.
Mother Teresa, born in 1910. She died in 1997, bro. The year I was
Really?
born.
Damn.
I mean, Mother Teresa, Whoopi Goldberg.
What? Finish that.
They remind me of each other.
Why?
I feel like Whoopi Goldberg has played like Mother Teresa type of characters.
I don't know either of them.
That's such a weird. That's weird.
What? What does Mother Teresa do?
She's a saint.
What kind of saint? Like what religion?
She's a Catholic nun.
All right,
You think that looks like Whoopi Goldberg?
No, I got it.
Got it mixed up somewhere.
Got things confused.
Yeah. What?
I feel like Whoopi Goldberg has played like the motherly figure,
Yeah.
like the all-wise wisdom sort of thing. So that's what I like. The
Okay.
name crossover.
All right.
I see
The
what you
actual,
We'll allow it.
I see it.
The actual similarities, not so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that concludes my list of icons that are not so good people.
Well, thanks for bringing up your fucking segment and ruining the natural flow of conversation that we were having beforehand. Now I don't know what the fuck to talk about. Where do we go from here, Kevin?
I don't know.
This is your job now. You got to carry this conversation because you don't do shit around here. Pick up the pace, pick up the slack, and tell me something interesting.
I'm going to school.
Oh, God, not the fucking school thing again.
That's all I like talking about.
He's going to school in person.
In person for the first time since COVID.
Don't do any contact sports. That's how monkeypox is going to spread.
No contact.
Contact sports like wrestling.
You can do chess,
Okay.
ping pong, tennis. That's it.
You know what I learned about monkeypox is that it's long, like it's prolonged skin contact. It's not like
Oh, really?
a one little touch. Supposedly, I mean, it's good to think that it's
Is
just
that how
one
it
little touch.
carries his touch?
It's
Yeah.
it's touch. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
like
didn't know that.
Yeah,
open
yeah.
sores on your body. So like, yeah, if you're really sensitive, like if your immune system's down, like you touch someone briefly, like and they have a
You can
sore
get
somewhere
it.
on their body, like you could get it. But supposedly, it's more of a prolonged touch thing. So that's why it's considered almost. It's not an STD, but it is very commonly
Common.
spread through sexual intercourse, which is why I was like, damn, wrestlers better fucking watch out because it's going to start spreading in like all the contact
Instead of ringworm,
sports
it'll
like
be
that.
monkeypox.
It'll be both.
It'll be both.
And staph infection.
And staph.
What more could you ask for in a podcast?
That's everyone's favorite things to talk about and listen to.
No, they want to hear us talk shit on someone, bring someone down.
Andrew Tate.
No, they want they're going to be over that.
Yeah, they're already shitting on those people.
We need someone else who's like at the top right now, doing really well. You think they're squeaky clean, they've never done anything wrong, never
find
made
some
any
dirt on 'em.
mistakes. You know, someone like Mr. Beast. You know, we got to have some big dirt and talk shit, or
Here's
maybe
what we're-
not really have any big dirt, but just make it up.
Just make it up.
Because
yeah.
once you say it,
Jack's
it's
good at
true.
making shit up.
We're gonna send Kevin in to Mr. Beast business.
Okay.
You're
And
gonna go in as an intern.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah?
put some secret cameras on you. And you're gonna infiltrate. Okay? We're gonna send you.
Exposed.
You're gonna start talking, getting close with everyone. Have you seen The Departed?
Mm-mm.
Good movie. You're like Leonardo DiCaprio. in
Yeah,
Departed.
Leo.
Undercover cop shit. Okay?
Mhm,
So you gotta play it up. You gotta get on their good side. They gotta trust you, and then they start telling you shit that's bad, problematic,
And then we leak it over here.
illegal. And
Yeah.
when you come to the podcast, we expose them on here. We start getting views. People start coming to us. Then
But wait. Plus, also, you could be mistreated as an employee, and that's another thing.
yeah. So
It's a
yeah, you can do
bonus.
some things to try and like be like, try and get them to hit you.
Will get me on the inside.
Yeah. But after we expose
game.
Mr. Beast, then what we do, we get you to do.
We take down his whole team.
No, you go into plastic surgery. We completely
do it
reconstruct
over and
your
over
body,
again.
your face. We send you to someone else, and we keep doing that. You're gonna look weirder and weirder every time. Until
I was
like,
gonna say we'll probably try to make you a little bit more attractive.
Okay.
Amp up
Yeah.
what's going on.
But then at
here.
a certain point, you'll turn into a creature, look like a gargoyle,
As long as we're getting the views.
and then I think you're just done. Then we can't have you on the podcast either because you're probably a little disturbing to viewers.
yeah.
But I think that's our 20-year game plan.
20-year game plan. So
Yeah.
we're not taking him down. Till like
I'd say
10
we could
years
do it
from
in
now.
10.
No, Mr. Beast will be. We'll get him in the next
That's
5
easy.
months. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But 20 years till he's gargoyle can't be on the podcast.
Great. Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I think that's the game plan.
The 20-year runtime is pretty good.
Yeah. You'll be like 40 at that point.
Oh, life's good. Like done.
Yeah, then
Retired.
You retire, chill on the couch, dude.
Just looking like a
Have
gargoyle.
little goblin babies, dude. You're
But
set.
no, we can't retire until he finds love. If he's looking like a gargoyle, do you think he's going to find love?
He'll find love in the stage when he's at his peak and most attractive from the plastic surgery.
And
then she'll just stay
They'll have
with
to
him.
deal with the gargoyle.
Yeah, she'll just stay with him, and
He's still a good guy.
Yeah.
He just has wings now.
He'll just do that tactic you talked about earlier of manipulating. He's this cool guy, and then
I
lock
turn into
her
a
in.
gargoyle.
Yeah.
She'll never see it coming.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching the NGMI podcast. It's been a blast. Hopefully you enjoyed us rambling about a bunch of bullshit. Also some really good stuff. We talked about good stuff, right, guys?
Yeah. True.
I think we talked about good stuff. You think we're going to get some good clips out of this one?
I think so. Hopefully Mr. B sees that clip.
Mr. Beast.
Comes
What?
for us.
You need to.
We get a cease and desist.
Don't ever
Don't
talk
ever
about
talk
me
about
again.
Mr. Beast or gargoyles.
Because he knows we're onto something. We're going to get him.
We're gonna get him.
We got him.
Gotcha.
Except he knows your face now, so we're going to have to do the plastic surgery.
Well, we'll start it
first.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
And then
Kevin's
we'll
going
get
to come
him.
back next week with a whole new look.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment if you were watching. And if you're listening to the audio, give us a nice review.
Please.
Send it to
us know.
someone. Tell people to check out the podcast.
Tell people to listen.
And comment some sort of like, I want to do some extra videos on this channel outside of the podcast that are just like,
Fun
you know,
videos.
maybe like a fun little get to know us as a dynamic
Outside
outside
of
of,
the podcast?
just the podcast.
Yeah.
Like a who knows who best, or like some sort of challenge where we like really elaborate on who we are. Jack's an asshole. Kevin's a sweet little soft mouthed kid.
Kevin.
Not
and-
like
and-
like
and-
your lips are
and
soft.
Scott's
I
a
don't know
little
that, but like the
cuck.
way you speak it. What?
What'd you say?
Scott's a cuck.
That's very because I know what that is, and I think about like the idea of it, and it pisses me off. Like now I have this image in my head. You're a cuck.
You sound like a donkey.
Imagine being a cuck, Jack. Imagine watching someone else.
You're the cuck. Not
Imagine
me.
someone else fucking your girlfriend while you watch.
Can't we just end
imagine.
can't we just end the podcast?
How fucking offensive is that to be called a cuck when you have a girlfriend and you're like, then that image is in your head and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Jack
bro?
tried to sneak that in there.
He didn't. He
I
said it
said-
pretty fucking loud. I don't think he was being sneaky.
Hey.
Just think about it, Jack. Just imagine your girlfriend getting fucked while you're tied up in the room.
No, I'm not imagining it because I'm not a cuck.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. We'll see you next time. NGMI.
Oh fuck.
Also, thumbnail pages. We always forget to do this.
No.
What? Holy fuck. Oh my god.
What? No.
You killed someone, Kevin?
Huh?
That was good. Okay.
Put that in at the end after the credits roll.
Okay.
That'll be like a bonus thing. for
Right, like
everybody.
a end credit scene?
Yeah.
Will do.
Yo,